can I get a motion to open the special meeting?
Alright,
Second.
wait, okay.
Slow down.
So, let me just
Can I-
type this in.
Can I get a second?
Yeah, I said second.
All right.
She said slow down.
Let's, before we rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, I want to call the meeting to order at 6:43. A reminder to everybody, this is a little bit of a board docs, our first meeting using this, so speak slowly and maybe vote slowly, and let's make sure that we have everything going. I'm just looking at you for, are we all good? Okay.
So we've had, now, let me just stop, we've had somebody motion, we've had a second, so we need to vote,
Did you?
because that's, we need to vote on that.
All those in favor of opening?
Okay, so here we go.
the
Do you have
special
that on your screen
meeting?
to vote?
No, hold on, so where is that?
Didn't come up automatically?
Not in mine.
Oh,
But are we supposed to be in meetings rather than agenda?
So, you're supposed to be in meeting. So see what I have up on my screen is the vote.
So where,
So-
Yeah, but where is that?
Is that the
I went-
meetings
I
tab
went
on
into the
top?
meeting again, and it's just showing me the agenda item details.
See, I thought that's supposed to come up automatically.
right, and then
for
it
them
says
to
join
vote.
I
the
think you have
meeting,
to
on the
click
left it says
open.
search agenda.
Victoria, I think you have to click open online voting.
there you go.
How's that?
Oh, there we
That
go. Oh, yay, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yay and
Alright,
yay.
so you can vote.
I voted already.
So did I.
All those in favor of opening the meeting,
Yay.
please
Yay.
vote.
Yay.
Okay, and I just wanna point out, so you notice Alex's name is not up there because he's not here.
Right.
So, okay, I'm gonna close the voting. So I have 6 yeses.
Now, one question.
Yes.
Aren't you supposed to only be the one that can see that everyone has voted? Because
No.
we're not supposed to see
It's
what
public.
everyone voted until
No.
it's actually, the
No,
voting is closed?
Well, usually we would have our hands up so
No.
people would see that anyway.
I know, but
Well-
but during the tutorial, he was
Yes,
saying
that's
that
correct.
if,
So
I
you
doubt it
can't
would
see how
happen
other
here,
people
but he was
vote.
saying, he was saying like, ideally, you don't want to have anybody see how anyone has voted
Until you're
the
done?
vote is done.
Until it's
Because
closed.
otherwise, people could vote
So it's in full
opposite
view.
knowing the motion will carry. You
Right,
know.
so
Probably
what that
just
meant was
close
that you could change your vote, you might vote yes on
Something
something, and then before it's closed, change it to no or to abstain.
I think you
And then it wouldn't be public until it's announced voting is closing now, and then it gets public. is
I
how
know you
he
can
put it.
change it until I close it, but
But is the screen what we're seeing on your computer?
that's what I have on mine.
So I think that's
Okay.
probably the issue. It's probably that you should have,
Well, hold on, you can't, no,
We're not
hold on,
supposed to
wait,
see
you
what's
can't
on
change your vote,
Yeah.
because when she does the thing, so for example, now the screen's gone to change it. So like, let's just say, just for, like, let's say, oh, I wanna change my vote, I wanna vote against the meeting. Are you able to
So
reopen it?
once I say I'm closing the voting, that's it.
But
So
you
that's
can
why I
change
said,
until then.
everybody's voted, I'm closing the vote.
But before then,
Before
it's
that,
supposed to
you
go
can
up,
even stop me and say, wait a minute,
Okay,
So he did say
but
that.
I'll find out on the viewing.
Yeah, because he did say that it's not public of how you voted until the voting is closed
Mhm.
and locked.
Okay.
I remember the same thing.
yeah. I do think
Okay.
it's helpful for us to see your screen now while we're practicing, but I think in a more serious situation, it
Uh-huh.
sounds like the screen share shouldn't be your
There's a
screen.
Okay, got it. So
So,
actually, I'm sorry, so yeah, you shouldn't see my notes up there.
Google Chrome.
So let me see if I can get Alex in, oh, hold on,
Alex, 6:46.
you're over there. Sorry.
Nice to see you, sir.
So, hold on, I didn't add on. Okay,
While we're waiting for you to add Alex, can we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm realizing you look like the circus act when you stand next to the judge.
Okay, Victoria, how are we doing?
Okay, so we've moved to, is
Pledge
it,
of Allegiance.
public, 2.1. It should move it on your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so we've been called to order. We have, public input 1. Is there anyone here who would like to participate in public input 1? That is a no. Moving on to our next agenda item is number 3, personnel actions. We actually have one personnel action, and just a quick explanation of it. We're appointing lead teachers in the core subject areas. It was pursuant to the TASH contract negotiations, and we had agreed that we thought instituting a lead teacher program would be helpful in the core curriculum areas. Specifically, I think we believed it would help keep teachers appraised of the curriculum changes at the state level, as well as in keeping everybody updated on professional training. Would anyone else like to comment about the lead teachers?
Katie, could you clarify what grades do these lead teachers cover?
6 through 12.
Terrific. And do you mind just mentioning, I just want to clarify because I was asked by someone who had applied this weekend, actually sought me out, that the board had nothing to do with the evaluation and selection process.
Right.
Just want to go
Right.
on the record for that.
And just so you know, the lead teacher appointment is for 1 year, and at the end of the year, they'll have to reapply for the position as well as other people who can apply. And we are starting this as a pilot program, so as of right now, the program will expire at the end of the current TASH contract in 2022. So can I get a motion to appoint lead teachers in the core subject areas?
So moved.
Second?
One word.
There
It's
is.
not giving me the vote.
Well, discussion first
Okay.
anyway, so.
But it, okay, now I got it. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I did the discussion first.
Still trying to have it.
We can still have discussion.
Yeah, so with regards to the lead teachers,